What's going on, guys? I want to do a little bit of a recap on the SPY, on the spiders, the S&P 500. Now, I found something a little bit interesting today in the live options flow. At one point in time, we were getting flooded later on in the day with 430s and 422 puts that expire this Friday. Some big money in there. We had some big $1 million plus bets being placed. Now, if I look at the charts and try to analyze exactly what's going on, we've got meeting notes tomorrow. We had minutes today that are, we have stuff between today and tomorrow that are dropping, right? So again, until we get Mr. Powell to come on and start speaking again, rates seem like they're going to be unchanged going forward. What I want to look at here on the SPY, we are pushing up about half a percentage point today. We are coming into a little bit of supply at yesterday's highs as well as the 50 EMA. Now we do have more supply at the 100 simple sitting at around 438.89, and then the big granddaddy of them all is sitting at 440, which is the 50-day moving average. Now when I started to look at this option flow and these puts that were coming in, 422 puts for this week are taking us back all the way down to the bottom of the range. Again, is this coming down here? Can they cover? Is it just a hedge, right? Because they're very cheap contracts. Is it just a hedge in case we do push lower and they do have long positions on the books, right? So again, if you're not too familiar with hedging, if you're loading up your portfolio and you're loading up your books to the long side, what you want to do is hedge your position with a little bit of SPYs or a little bit of Qs short. Now that could be an entire hedge position, because if we're looking at 422 from 436 is around a 12-point move and there's only 2 days left in the market. Now again, anything can happen, but right now the bulls are still going to get the benefit of the doubt just because of the fact that we're closing at the upper range of yesterday's high. We're still above yesterday's low. Obviously we're above the 5, 10 and 20-day moving average. So this little hammer candle is still very, very bullish. I would not get too bearish on the SPYs until we start to lose the 5-day moving average at around 431. Now, there was some bets that also came in at 430s. So what could be expected if the market pushes up and let's say we gap higher tomorrow, and then once the meeting notes and the meeting conference is over and we start to pull back a little bit and we start to give up yesterday's range, which is going to be today's range tomorrow, we could look for a little bit of a pullback into this 5-day moving average sitting at around 430. So again, be very, very cautious, especially on a week like this where we have a lot of big notes that are coming out, a lot of big key numbers, a lot of big market moving news is what I'm going to say, right? So anytime you have big market moving news, you always want to size down a little bit. If you start off the day and you're a little red, kind of sit back and let the things digest. If you manage to make a little bit of money during, the next 2 days, sit on it, right? Because there's always better days to come. There's no reason to really chase. Today is a good day for the bulls, being that we're holding this top of the range here. We've got some work to do before we get into open skies and it's pool season where we can just lay out by the pool and swing everything along. We've still got some more work to do. Again, does it mean that we can't short oversupply? No, but what you want to do is size down on your position sizing and think scalp, right? Think scalp. A lot of the moves today the moves that did come to the downside, they're very short-lived, right? So you're getting those low of day breaks that's kind of wicking down and it's stopping you out, and the market's trading sideways, and then it goes down a little bit more. It's like teasing you. So understand that when you're above, when you're above short-term supply, 5 and 10-day moving average and 20-day moving average, those short positions are going to be very short-lived, okay? Now, we're still under macro supply on the SPYs, meaning under the 50-day moving average. So when we're under the 50-day moving average, anything can happen. You can get 1-2 drastic red days that can pull everything back down. It's only until we start getting over this 50-day moving average where things are going to have more expansion, where the lungs are going to be able to open up a little bit. So again, that's just kind of my recap on where the SPYs are sitting. I would like to see the SPYs get over yesterday's highs, and that price is going to be 437.31. From that price, I believe that we can push into 438.80s and 440s. So again, if you do take this long position, make sure you're taking profits at these two supply zones. The last thing you want to be is a scarecrow that's just sitting there in the fields waiting for these prices to happen, get hit, and then immediately start to pull back, and you're wondering what the hell just happened to all of your gains. So again, until we close over the daily 50-day moving average, make sure you're taking your profits into the next supply, into the next resistance level, and then kind of recapping and going from there once we get over that 50-day moving average. Again, bulls, Still have the benefit of the doubt, but we can start to see some puts be loaded up now to the downside in case something changes. Again, those 430s and those 422s are in play if the market is going to start to cap itself out here. Again, we're coming off of a 4-day kind of push higher, 5-day push higher since the lows. So what you want to understand is that anything that goes straight up, right, needs to take a little bit of a breather. It needs to rest a little bit. We still might have a little bit more room to go, but we need a little bit of consolidation here. So today was actually good, being that we didn't take out the lows or the highs. We're going to finish on an inside day from yesterday. This is what you want to see for the next move, whether it's down or higher. That's my little recap on the SPYs. Again, if you guys are interested in joining me at Evolution Traders, where you guys can live trade, you guys can get access to the community, intraday technicals, live options flow, this, that, and the other. You want to do one-on-one coaching. You want to build out your strategy. You want to learn my strategy. You want to get access to the courses. All of that stuff can be obtained in the link down below. Again, I only take on a couple of people. It's not for everyone. Again, as soon as you join, make sure you reach out to me so we can get set up and get figured out what exactly we're going to start attacking first. Because as traders, we all have things that we need to work on, whether it's over trading, whether it's revenge trading, whether it's holding on to losers too long, whether it's taking profits too quickly, whether it's confidence, whatever the case may be, there's a practice and there's an exercise to help kind of get you through that. So again, if you do decide to join, make sure you reach out to me so we can start working one-on-one together as soon as possible. I'll see all of you guys that decide to join on the inside. I'll see the rest of you guys who like to watch me on YouTube on the next YouTube video, and I'll catch you guys all tomorrow.